Hi, welcome once again to another reading from me, Daddy. Today I'll be reading the RCA Victor's Walt Disney's Pinocchio. Hello, remember me? I'm Jiminy Cricket, and I'm going to tell you the story of Pinocchio. Once there was a kindly woodcarver named Geppetto, who lived with Figaro, his cat, and Cleo, his goldfish. Geppetto had no children, but oh how he wanted a little boy. One night, Geppetto started carving a piece of wood, and the first thing he knew, he had a little boy. Oh, not a real boy, of course, but a little wooden boy, a puppet. I'll call him Pinocchio. Pinocchio was only made of wood, but already Geppetto was very happy. Cuckoo, cuckoo. 9 o'clock, time for bed. All of a sudden, look, Figaro, look. The wishing star is in the sky. Starlight, star bright, I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I make tonight. Figaro, you know what I wished? I wished that my little Pinocchio might be a real boy. Meow. And with that, they all went to bed. Now, I saw all this because I was living on the hearth before the fireplace in Geppetto's house. And I thought to myself, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference. When I finished, the wishing star grew brighter and brighter, and then into the room came a blue fairy. Good Geppetto, you deserve to have your wish come true. And you, Pinocchio, little puppet made of pine, wake, the gift of life is thine. Huh? What? Me? Why, I can move and talk and walk. I'm alive. I'm a real boy. Not yet, Pinocchio, but prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish, and someday you will be a real boy. And you, Jiminy Cricket. Who, me? You will be Pinocchio's conscience. Well, don't I get a gold badge or something? If you are a good conscience, yes. Gosh. Now listen, Pinocchio, listen. Anytime you need me, just give me a little whistle. Like this. Like this? That's right. I'm your conscience, and you must always let your conscience be your guide. The next morning, Geppetto saw that the wish had come true, and he was very, very happy. Pinocchio, my little boy, come say hello to Figaro the cat. Hello, Figaro. Meow. And Cleo the goldfish. Hello, Cleo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And now off to school. An apple for your teacher, a school book for you. Goodbye, son. Goodbye, father. Well, I was asleep, and right away Pinocchio ran into trouble. Down the road to school was a sly old fox named J. Worthington Foulfellow, and a bad old cat named Gideon. Gideon, look! A little wooden boy! A puppet without strings! We'd be rich if we sold him to Stromboli, the owner of the puppet show. Oh, little boy! Me? Come here, little boy. I want to talk to you. Just about then I woke up. I rushed out looking for Pinocchio, but it was too late. Some conscious I was. By the time I reached Pinocchio, they had talked him into playing hooky. School is a waste of time, my boy. You belong in puppet show. Right, Gideon? Right. Me, an actor? Of course, you'll be rich and famous, right, Gideon? Right. Right, Pinocchio? Right, Mr. J. Worthington Foulfellow? They sold him to Stromboli, and Pinocchio was a big hit because he was a puppet without strings. But that night, Pinocchio couldn't go home, for Stromboli locked him in a bird cage. Suddenly, Pinocchio remembered me. He whistled, and I came running. But I couldn't help. The lock on the bird cage was stuck. Then the wishing star began to shine in the sky. It was the blue fairy. Pinocchio, did you go to school? Yes. Hey, Pinocchio, your nose. Huh? Pinocchio had told a lie, and his nose grew longer. He told another, and his nose grew so long, a bird made her nest at the end of it. Pinocchio, a lie grows till it's plain as the nose on your face. Please, Blue Fairy, I'll never lie again. I'll forgive you this once, but remember, you'll never turn into a real boy unless you're good. The Blue Fairy waved her wand, and Pinocchio's nose grew small again. Then the cage disappeared, and he was free. In Geppetto's house, dinner was ready. Geppetto was hungry, Figaro was hungry, and Cleo was hungry. But they wouldn't eat until Pinocchio returned. Finally, Geppetto said, "Pinocchio must be lost. Let's go find him." Just then, Pinocchio and I were heading home. Now, Pinocchio, I said before, whenever you get into trouble, just whistle. I'll remember, Jiminy. It's easy, Pinocchio. Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle. Pinocchio started to run home, and soon was way ahead of me. But before he reached Geppetto's house, he ran right into J. Worthington Foulfellow and Gideon. Pinocchio, you did a wonderful job in Stromboli's puppet show. You deserve a reward, a trip to Pleasure Island, right, Gideon?
Right.
Right, Pinocchio? Right, I guess, Mr. J. Worthington Foulfellow. Pleasure Island? Uh-oh. That's where bad boys go and where they can break windows, throw mud, and chop up furniture. Sound like a lot of fun to Pinocchio, so off he went. But Pinocchio soon found out that terrible things happen to boys who go to Pleasure Island. Oh gosh, my ears! They're turning into donkey ears! And I'm growing a tail! Jiminy, Jiminy, help! Get me off Pleasure Island before I turn into a real donkey! Jiminy Cricket! Well, lucky for Pinocchio, I followed him to Pleasure Island. I heard his whistle. I grabbed his hand and yelled, "Run, Pinocchio, run!" So we ran and ran, right off the island, dove into the water and swam and swam. We got to dry land and ran and ran and ran some more. And finally we reached Geppetto's house. Father, where are you? He's not here, Pinocchio. This note says your father and Figaro and Cleo too went to look for you and were swallowed by Monstro, the whale. Then we must go save them. Quick, to the bottom of the sea. Now into the sea we went. Suddenly there was Monstro, the whale. Monstro took one look at us and swallowed hard, and we were swept into his belly. Father, it's Pinocchio. Pinocchio, my son. Oh, your ears. Yes, I have donkey ears and a donkey's tail, but I'm not all donkey yet. It doesn't matter. Now we'll live together forever, you and Figaro and Cleo and me, forever in the belly of this whale. But we can get out. If we make Monstro sneeze, why, will he sneeze us out? An excellent idea. Geppetto built a fire and made a lot of smoke, which tickled Monstro's nose. And then Monstro sneezed. Achoo! And we were swept out of the whale's belly into the sea. Pinocchio helped his father and Figaro and Cleo swim to the shore. At last we were safe. All except Pinocchio. Poor Pinocchio. It was too much for him. Now he lay face down in the water, not even moving. My boy, my brave little boy. Geppetto was very sad and carried Pinocchio home and laid him down on the bed. And once again the wishing star up in the sky grew bright. The blue fairy had returned. Pinocchio, you've proved yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish in saving your father from Monstro the whale. Awake, Pinocchio. You're no longer a wooden puppet. You're a real boy. Huh? Father? Look! My donkey ears and tail, they're gone! And I'm a real boy! Well, everybody celebrated. I did too, 'cause the blue fairy gave me a badge of gold! Ha ha! and on it were the words, "Official Conscience." Geppetto was so happy. Now he had a real son. His wish had come true.